Hello and welcome to my presentation. I'm Austin and I'm studying Aptuna for my research project. Aptuna allows you to optimize your hyperparameters and weights using algorithms. Just a quick overview of my program. I'm dialing data through Yahoo Finance. I'm then creating some features that we're going to train on, and then I create a function that builds LSTM model, and that function has several parameters. And what Aptuna will do is it'll create a study and pass through different suggestions for those parameters, and it will take a sample of those suggestions and figure out what's working best, and then figure out what to suggest next. So I'll just go through some of my code. Here I am downloading the data from Yahoo Finance. I'm choosing Tesla, but you can choose any symbol you want. Here we are exploring the data a little bit. Here we're creating a Keras time series data set from Array for our training, testing, and validating data sets. And here we're defining what we're trying to minimize and also the LSTM model. And so you see the optimizer name, LSTM units, and dropout rate are all parameters that Aptuna is going to use. And so this is when Aptuna starts coming in. We have this objective function, and we have all these suggestions for optimizer name, LSTM units, dropout rate, learning rate, epochs, batch size. And what Aptuna will do is it will go through each, not necessarily each combination of them, but it'll go through several different combinations of these parameters and then figure out what's working well, what's not, and then create another trial and try another set of parameters. And it's always trying to find the smallest number. And so that's why you see the return down here is the validation loss. It's not really returning the best model. So you'll see these different printouts from this callback function, which will just kind of tell you what's going on with each trial, which parameters it's trying, and what kind of loss it's coming up with. It doesn't actually build the model all the way. It'll just take a sample of what the model is doing. And then eventually you'll end up with the final printout on the 19th trial or the 20th trial, really. And it'll tell you that the best trial in this instance of running was trial 19. It was the last one, and I'll tell you the optimizers here, and then the value of loss that we have. So when we want to build the best model, we just have to call in the best trial object from our study, and attach those parameters from the best trial in our LSTM model building function. And so we'll just see here that I had a non-Aptuna model that I built just to serve as a baseline for comparison. And it obviously you can see it's a lot further away from that blue line, which are true returns. We're actually targeting daily returns, so that's what these numbers mean. And here you can see the loss difference. Obviously Aptuna did a lot better. And here's some of the back testing logic I use. Basically, if it's below -0.01, -0.01, we enter a short strategy. If it's above -0.01, we enter a buy strategy. If it's in between -0.01 or -0.01, we don't do anything. And here you see the results. And then this instance of running, we actually did pretty well. We made about $91. Compare that to the around $14 that we would have made if we just bought and held until the last day of closing. And the non-Aptuna model actually lost money in this round, but I've had a lot of different results, so it's not super consistent. It's not going to make you rich right away. Okay, that is my presentation.